Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well and enjoying whatever you're doing today. Today I'm going to be talking about another shelf of my perfume. I've just got an eclectic group of perfumes sat here on my bed waiting to be talked about. I also want to bring to your attention basically I've got a diffuser and it's one of those ones that lights up. And I'm not even joking, guys. These are called Anju 100% pure essential oils. These are beautiful. These were just under £15 for 600% pure essential oils from Amazon. You get lavender from France. You get sweet orange essential oil from, oh, it doesn't tell you here. Let me just get it out of the package, and it comes like this. It's got a lovely pull out, really lovely packaging. Right, let me start again. Lavender from France, tea tree from Australia, lemongrass from India, sweet orange from Portugal, eucalyptus from China, and peppermint from Japan. Lovely, beautiful 10 ml bottles. You know, you get 60 ml for just under £15. Beautiful fragrances. I've started diffusing eucalyptus, and I'm not even joking. The whole of my upstairs house smells amazing, and it's just sat here on my table, and it's just a light and everything. I can imagine it being really beautiful at night time when you want to relax. I suffer with asthma, and I also suffer with many hay fever, allergies, pet allergies, and I can imagine this being really good for my sinuses and for me to breathe easier, and to also make the atmosphere in my bedroom a lot more kinder, if that makes sense. Anyway, let me talk about some fragrances. Right, I'm going to start with an oldie but goodie. Now this is Lulu by Cacharel. I've got two different types. I've got, now I can't read, Eau de Parfum and Voile de Parfum. Now this is quite rare to get hold of. It really is. I mean, these are love it or hate it perfumes, and whenever I wear these, my children always say to me, I smell like I've got talcum powder on. But I think this is a classic. This came out in the 80s. Lulu by Cacharel, Eau de Parfum and Voile de Parfum. And I've also got a backup. I managed to find a pre-reformulation on eBay, and it's beautiful. It really is a lovely fragrance. In actual fact, I think, yeah, beautiful, really beautiful. Right, the next perfume I want to talk about, which one? Let's go for the oldie and goodies. Paloma Picasso. Oh, such a wonderful, wonderful fragrance, guys. This was out, I think, in the 90s. Don't quote me, I might be wrong, I might be right. Very strong fragrance. I've got a backup of this. I always looked out for the one with the black in the middle, because I think the clear one isn't as strong, and it's of more recent formulations, if you understand where I'm coming from. Yeah, it's a beautiful fragrance. I don't wear it as much as I should, but then I don't want to run out of it. That's the fear that I have, that I'm going to run out now that I'm on this perfume pause, self-imposed ban of not buying any fragrances. Not that I need to buy any fragrances. As you can see, I've got like a multitude of fragrances, but you know, you kind of want to like save them, and you know, and wear them for special occasions. I'm just going back to my diffuser, guys. I bought the diffuser off Amazon, and it's one that changes colours, different colours. It's very easy to use, even though it took me a minute to kind of work out the on switch, because it wasn't kind of playing ball. But I highly recommend you look into a diffuser. Beautiful. It's an absolutely beautiful invention. Really good. Right, that was Paloma Picasso. Now, one of my all-time favourite fragrances, probably in my top 5, Opium by YSL. Now, this is the vintage Opium. It's not the square squat bottle what you get in the shops nowadays. The stuff that's in the shops nowadays, the common recent formulation isn't a patch on this. This is, what can I say? It's very, very strong, and it's very, very sexy, sultry, just an amazing fragrance. I'm not even joking. I highly recommend this fragrance. If you can get a sample on eBay, if you know somebody who has a vintage formula, give it a shot. Seriously, give it a shot. It's amazing. If you like sultry, spicy, warm, decadent, just amazing fragrances, you will love this. You really will. It's beautiful. This is one of my all-time favourites. I've been wearing this since the 90s. I've got several backups of this. So that's Opium by YSL. Right, well, let's go with Gucci Accenti. Now, this came to my attention by a lovely YouTuber called Perfume Mummy. Sam, if you're watching, hope you're well. Now this has been discontinued, and the way Perfume Mummy described it, and she'd got a bottle, and bless her, she had like 2 drops of perfume left in the bottle. And this goes for a lot of money on eBay, a hell of a lot of money. I managed to get this bottle for a decent price. I was very lucky. I snapped it up. I wasn't going to let this opportunity pass me by. And my God, it's a beautiful fragrance. It's everything that Perfume Mummy described it to be and more. It's been discontinued, I think, quite a lot of years now. I've never heard of it until I watched Perfume Mummy's channel. Gucci Accenti. It probably was out in the 90s, if I'm guessing. It was probably, I don't know, because I never came across it on my perfume journey. But then again, we can't always come across perfumes. We like what we like. If you can see any kind of cloudy stuff, it's my diffuser. It's on the table behind me. Not behind me, behind my camera. Yeah, this is lovely. Let me give it a spritz. Even though yeah. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's a really nice fragrance. Warm, again. Warm, spicy. It's just lovely. It really is a beautiful fragrance, and I'm going to wear it sparingly because I haven't got hundreds of pounds to buy a bottle, and you don't know how. That's the risk with eBay. You don't know how the previous owner has stored the perfume. Has it been out in the light? Has it been kept in a cool, dark drawer? Have they got pets? Do they smoke? I remember I bought a couple of years ago a Marc Jacobs Daisy perfume. It wasn't in its box, and it had been used, and it was going for a really good price, so I bought it. My God, when I opened the package, it just stunk of cigarettes. The perfume stunk. the rubber flowers of the Marc Jacobs Daisy were infused with cigarette smoke. I washed the lid again and again and again, and it took ages for the smell to go out. But then I gave the bottle away because of the fragrance. It just wasn't me. Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against people who enjoy Marc Jacobs Daisy, but the countless flankers, please, come on, Marc Jacobs. What are you doing? Yeah, this is lovely. It's a beautiful fragrance. That's Gucci Accenti. Right. What else? What else? Let me talk about Red Cap by Dolce & Gabbana. This was discontinued. It's a very soapy aldehydic fragrance. This was discontinued, but they brought it back. I don't know what the current formula is like, but they brought it back. And this is just a beautiful fragrance. I love it. I've got a backup. I've got 100ml backup of this. And this is the version that was made in Italy. So this is the vintage formula. The other bottles are made in Germany, if memory corrects me right. But yeah, it's a beautiful fragrance. I highly recommend it. Really nice. If you like your soapy fragrances, if you like your aldehydic fragrances like Chanel No. 5, if you like just the smelling of feeling clean, but not in a kind of airy way, in a more of a soapy way, this is the perfume for you. Check out the current formula. I'm sure you can check it out in department stores. I know you can get it online, on retailers online, but yeah, give it a go. It's beautiful. That's Dolce & Gabbana Red Cap. Right, the next perfume I'm going to talk about is Tender Poison. I know I've done a poison video dedicated just to the poisons, but these perfumes were on my shelf, that one there, and if I'm talking about stuff that you've already seen, please forgive me, but it's just the way I've got the perfumes stored on my shelf. This is beautiful. There's a perfume called Cabotin by Gress. Apparently that is a dupe for this. I've never bought it. It goes for quite good prices on eBay, but I don't see the need to get a dupe when I've got the original. This is floral. A very pretty floral. It's I think it's one of the most gentle poisons in the group. It's a lovely spring fragrance, so I'm going to keep my eye on this and use it now that we're in spring. But it's a beautiful fragrance. I highly recommend. That is Tender Poison by Dior. Right. Trussardi Donna. This is actually a beautiful floral fragrance. It was a perfume that Perfume Mummy again recommended, and she talked about it, and she basically loved it. And bless her, she's still got it in its box and in its bag, you know. But I kind of pulled it out as soon as I got it and started using it. I mean, the bottle is still quite full. I mean, it's hard for me to finish bottles because of the large collection of perfumes that I've got. But this is beautiful. It's really gorgeous. It's a really lovely fragrance. And the bottle, look at the bottle, guys. Trussardi Donna. So lovely. Heavy glass. You know, gold trim. It's just beautiful. It really is a lovely fragrance. You know, I never heard of it before. This is a thing. You know, you watch other YouTubers talking about perfumes and you discover new and beautiful fragrances. It can be a double-edged sword, you know, because you end up spending all your money on perfumes. But going back to the perfume pause that I've, the self-imposed ban that I've put on myself, it's been just over three weeks and a couple of days that I haven't bought a perfume. I don't intend to buy any. I kind of steer away from Fragrantica now, and I kind of steer away from perfume online retailers because that's where I get the most of my perfumes. And eBay, I kind of I don't look up perfumes on eBay anymore, just so that I can start using what I've got, you know? I mean, perfumes can last a long time if you've, you know, stored them in a dark, cool place, but mine are stored on my bookshelf, some of them, what I could fit on there. But I don't open my curtains. I open my curtains very rarely now, because one of my perfumes, Dwell by Diptyque, has, the colour has changed. This was a light golden colour. This was light and golden, and now it's a more kind of darker shade. Now vanilla is notorious for changing colour. Very easy to change colour in a vanilla fragrance. But yeah, I need to be careful. I don't want to destroy my fragrances. So that's Trussardi by Donna. Let's go and talk about Eau Dwell by Diptyque. This is what I'm wearing today. It's a beautiful fragrance. It's not strong, but you know, if you spray yourself about 4 or 5 times, you know, it'll keep going for a couple of hours. It's a beautiful fragrance. It's classed as niche because it's Diptyque. I try not to buy niche because niche are very, very expensive. I mean, fragrances in general are expensive, but niche, no, can't do it. I really can't do it. I bought this because I had so many good reviews about it, and I've got another Diptyque that I will be talking about, but I'm not even joking, guys. It's a lovely fragrance. It really is. It's smoky, spicy vanilla. I've got another one. Excuse me for getting so close. This is Zara Deep Vanilla. Now these two, no perfume. Now this, Zara's Deep Vanilla, a blast of alcohol, is very similar to Eau Dwell Diptyque. It really is. It really is. And this is, I think, £15, where this is a lot more expensive. But it's kind of similar. It really is kind of similar. So if you're looking for a cheap alternative, Zara's Deep Vanilla is a beautiful dupe. A beautiful dupe for Eau Dwell by Diptyque. So I might as well go with the next Diptyque fragrance I've got, which is Tam Dao. This is a sandalwood bomb. This is, I mean, very unisex. Both men and women can wear this. I haven't worn it much because I had a bottle in the old packaging. The old packaging used to look like this, square. And my son, I gave that bottle to my son, and he went through it like nobody's business. He really loved it, and I'm kind of like thinking about giving it to him because he loves the fragrance, you know. And I'm not really using it. It's pretty much full, but it's got beautiful elephants on the front. I suppose that's depicting India and Mysore sandalwood. I don't know if Mysore sandalwood is in this, but it's a beautiful fragrance. So that's Tam Dao by Diptyque. Now I've got an, oh excuse me guys, my legs. Oh, I'm sitting on my knees and my legs are getting numb. This is L'Ombre dans l'eau by Diptyque. This is a very unusual fragrance. I thought I would love it. It might grow on me, put it that way. It might grow on me, but no, not at the moment. I'm not giving it away because it's not cheap, and I'm gonna keep hold of this. It's, a lot of people love it. A lot of people love it, and I did contemplate doing a swap. But at the moment I'm gonna keep hold of it. It's got something like tomato leaf in it and blackcurrant leaf, and it's a very unusual fragrance. I've never smelled anything like it. I really haven't. So that's L'Ombre Danse Low by Diptyque, and this is the square bottle. This is the old bottle. As you can see, I've barely touched it. It's 100 mils. 100 ml. And yeah, it's very unusual. L'Ombre Danse Low by Diptyque. Right, what else have I got for you beauties? La Nuit Trésor. Caramel, praline, sweet, gourmand. It's a very strong fragrance. I mean, I bought my bottles off eBay and it hadn't even come out in England. So, but then I didn't use it. I just put it in my drawer and let it, sit there. But I am going to be using it more. It's a very strong fragrance, so a little goes a long way with this one. They've brought out another flanker, and I really wanted to try the other flanker, but my lovely friend and fellow YouTuber Missouri Love, she kind of persuaded me not to buy it because at the end of the day, flanker, it probably smells similar to the original, and I've got the original. I don't need a flanker, and I'm really thankful that she kind of persuaded me not to go and get it. Because at the end of the day, guys, the money that I'm not spending on perfumes, I'm spending on other things. I've managed to buy myself new clothes. I've managed to buy myself a diffuser, essential oils, shoes. Spending money on perfumes, it's a very expensive business. Very expensive, and it takes up a lot of the money that you have. I mean, I've heard of people buying perfumes in bulk and then living off noodles. I mean, come on, what? You can't live like that. It's no way to live. Perfumes are not going away. They'll always be around. So this is La Nuit Trésor by Lancôme. Oh, I've got to stretch my legs, guys. Woo! Ooh. Sorry about this. My legs have gone numb. Numbity num num num. Let me kind of sit down. Ooh. Oh. Knocking the bottles. That's better. Right. The next perfume I want to talk about is Allure Sensuelle by Chanel. This is beautiful. This is a really nice fragrance. Please excuse the bags in the background and the boxes. Yeah, this is amazing. It's a really nice fragrance. Floral. It's a floral fragrance. It's beautiful. It really is. I swear down, I've got a backup of this. I bought this off eBay. I got it for a really good price, and the bottle was smashed a little bit on the corner. I don't know if you can see. Can you see there? You there? But it doesn't take anything away from the smell. The sprayer works fine. I got it for a good price. I'm not one of those people that kind of thinks, oh, I'm not buying a second-hand bottle of perfume. Oh no, I'm not one of those people at all. I'm kind of like, if it's a good deal, if it looks like the genuine article. Don't get me wrong, I have been burnt in the past. I've bought an Alien that turned out to be a fake. I bought a Coco Mademoiselle that turned out to be a fake. I bought a Chanel No. 5 which turned out to be a fake. And I didn't go through eBay to recoup my money, which was stupid of me, I know. But I also got a Hypnotic Poison which turned out to be fake, and I drew the line there, and I actually went through eBay and I got my money back. But I don't intend to buy any more perfumes from eBay anymore. It's just not worth the risk, the worry. And then some sellers, you find that you pay them straight away as soon as the auction is ended, and they take like a week or 5-6 days to post out the item, and it's like, no, you don't do that. You send it out as quick as you can. the buyer has paid you, so why are you holding on to the perfume bottle? You know, or whatever else, you know, you may purchase on eBay. So, I mean, eBay is good for bargains, but eBay is also rife with fakes. I mean, everyone knows that. It's rife with fakes. It really is. So this is Allure Sensuelle by Chanel. I think they've got out a current formula. I think they've you know, changed it, because on my other bottle the Chanel is not here. The name placement of Chanel is not there. I think it's at the bottom. So I'm wondering if that bottle has been weakened of that formula, you know. But that's Allure Sensuelle by Chanel. Right, what else? Another Chanel that I love, Chanel number 5 Eau de Toilette. This is beautiful. It's a really lovely fragrance. It's an aldehydic fragrance. It's not as heavy as the Eau de Parfum, but it's a beautiful fragrance nonetheless. It kind of reminds you of old glamour, pearls and red lipstick and coiffed hair. It's just a beautiful fragrance. I highly, I'll say it again, recommend highly this fragrance. I mean, I know there's people out there that don't like it, that can't stand it, but I think this is a classic. This is a classic. You can't beat it, guys. You really can't. I think it's the most successful perfume of all time, Chanel number 5. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong in that. I'm sure I've read it somewhere or I saw it somewhere. But this is another bottle that I got from eBay. This was a genuine Chanel bottle. The best way to check to see if it's a genuine bottle, I don't know if you can see, if it's got crisp information on the back, on the bottom, if it's got really crisp, you know, some sellers will take photos of the underside of the bottle, which always helps. I mean, I'm sick of reading unwanted gift, unwanted present. You know, that's like an excuse a lot of sellers use. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to be buying anymore, so it doesn't really bother me at the end of the day. But this is beautiful. This is soapy, aldehydic, sophisticated, beautiful. It really makes me feel special when I put this on. It really makes me feel really good. I'm not even joking, guys. It really makes me feel good. At the end of the day, it's a classic. It really is. It's old school classic. Chanel number 5 Eau de Toilette. Right, going on to another classic, Eternity by Calvin Klein. A beautiful white floral fragrance. This is, I got this bottle from, I think, All Beauty or Notino.co.uk, because I ran out of my previous bottle. But this is a gorgeous fragrance. It really is. It reminds me of spring. It really does. It's just, how can I put it? It's floral. It's just delicious, and it's a very distinctive smell. I haven't smelt many perfumes that smell like Eternity by Calvin Klein. It's one of his best sellers. You know, at the end of the day, it's been around since the 80s. And this was one of my perfumes that I bought when I got my first pay packet. And I've loved it ever since. I mean, we're in 2018 now. You know, a long time. But I love this fragrance. Eternity by Calvin Klein. Right, another fragrance that I've got that I haven't really worn is Viva La Juicy Sucré. Now, this is a very sweet, decadent, beautiful fragrance. I mean, all of the Juicy Couture, they have similar notes. They have, you know, caramel and chocolate and vanilla and fruits, and, you know, they're very, very similar. This is lovely though. It's a big whopping 100 ml. I don't know how I'm going to get through this. I might actually pass it on to my daughter if she wants it, but she probably won't, because I'm forever donating perfumes to my daughter. She hasn't had to buy any perfumes with me in the house because I always give her perfumes, you know. And it's not kind of used bottles. I mean, sometimes I'll give her full new bottles, you know, which she gratefully receives, but she doesn't like to be overwhelmed. Her bedroom is very minimalistic, whereas you can see I've got a lot going on. And again, please excuse the mess at the back. That will be tidied after I've done the video. But this is beautiful. It really is. It comes in the design of a cupcake. Icing dripping down. But this is, I've mentioned it in another video. Poor workmanship. This shouldn't be wobbling. But it's very, I mean, what can I say? It's just cupcake goodness, you know. It's just this is what people like nowadays, you know. This is what a lot of young women, older women, you know, they enjoy it. It's youthful. It's a very youthful fragrance. But yeah, Viva la Juicy Sucre. Right, we're coming down to the final few. Pleasures by Estee Lauder. Oh, this is gorgeous. It really is gorgeous. Floral springtime fragrance. It's just amazing. It really is a wonderful fragrance. This has been out since the 90s, if my memory serves me correct. It's a lovely fragrance. It really is. It's beautiful. Yeah, I think this one and Tender Poison, I'll be using them quite often in spring. Definitely. It's kind of aquatic as well. It's got that kind of aquatic feel to it. It's just, I remember when Liz, is it Liz Hurley? The lady that used to go out with Hugh, not Hugh, what's it called? The guy from Two Weddings and a Funeral or something? She was the face of Pleasures when it first came out. And Gwyneth Paltrow has been the face of Pleasures as well. But that doesn't mean anything. This is lovely. It really is. This is the only bottle I've got. I don't intend to buy any more perfumes now for the foreseeable future. I know you're probably all thinking, yeah, we've heard that one before, but no, seriously, I don't intend to, even though Mugler is bringing out a flanker of Angel, something, the Fairground, the actual adverts, the promotional stuff is all like a fairground in the background. So, but no. I'm not going to get sucked in. I'm not going to go and buy and give money to Mugler so he can do another face job. But no, I'm not going to give him my money. Not anymore. Not anymore. No way. But this is Pleasures by Estee Lauder. Now, Estee Lauder, they do a lot of really good fragrances. They really do. Right, the next fragrance is Jean Paul Gaultier Classique. This is a perfume from the 90s when it came to my life. I loved wearing this. I really did. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's not changed its fragrance. It's not changed its scent. Obviously they've probably reformulated it and tweaked it, but I love the flacon. It's just a beautiful, lovely, based on Madonna's Basque in the Blonde Ambition tour, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's lovely. It's a beautiful, I love it. It's a very strong fragrance. It's a very strong fragrance indeed. A little goes a long way with this one, you know. So good. So good, guys. You don't understand. So good. Beautiful. Love it. Jean Paul Gaultier Classique. I just think it's amazing. It reminds me of my past. It reminds me of when my kids were really young, when I was a young mother. You know, it just, yeah, amazing. Last but not least, Mon Guerlain by Guerlain. Oh, this is amazing. I got my bottle on eBay for a really good price. I could not pass it up. I bought it blind. I didn't know what it smelled like. I bought it blind. And I love it. It's beautiful. It's such an amazing fragrance. I've not smelled anything similar to Mon Guerlain, with the beautiful Angelina Jolie in the advertisements. Just amazing. They've brought out a flanker of this now. I think it's more floral, but once again, I'm not getting it. I'm not doing it. No, no, no. I'm not getting it at all, because girl ain't got time for that no more. No, 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 no. I've learnt my lesson. Big time. I've got a bedroom full of perfumes. Perfumes coming out my ears. I'm not even joking, guys. I've got them on my shelf. I've got them in some bags. I've got them on my dresser. I've got them in my dresser. Ugh. What am I like? What am I like? But this reminds me of a sophisticated lady getting ready for a night out. Lovely, sensual, sexy lingerie, beautiful dress, heels, a string of pearls around the neck, and a couple of spritzes of this around the throat and the décolletage. She's ready to go and have a good night out. But seriously, it is a lovely fragrance, really beautiful. It's easy to wear. It's not overly strong. It's not offensive. I think this would please a lot of people. It probably has pleased a lot of people, hence why they've brought out a flanker. They've probably sold loads, hundreds and thousands of bottles, and it's such an amazing fragrance. It makes me happy when I wear it. It really makes me, it puts a smile on my face. It really does. So that's Mon Guerlain by Guerlain. Well, guys, that's it. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate your company. You know, like I said, you know, just enjoy life, you know, enjoy yourselves. And don't worry too much about serious things, you know. Life is too short. And I'm thinking that I might start doing book reviews. I don't know, I'm not sure. I am actually considering it, because obviously I've got a vast collection. I've pretty much got all the Stephen King novels. I've got quite a few Dean Koontz. And I also right, this is a book called The Chalk Man by C.J. Tudor. Now this was recommended by Stephen King on Facebook. Sorry, I'm wiping it because I bloody got some water all over it. And it's one of the reviews, it says, a sharp, terrifying exploration of childhood, friendships and secrets that refuse to remain buried. Prepare to be surprised again and again, even until the final page. Sounds really interesting. I need to get back into reading. I haven't read anything for a while, but what do you think? Would you like it if I did some book reviews? I mean, let me know in the down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of this video, what you think of this angle. And once again, I'm sorry for the mess in the background. And I will see you soon. You take care, guys. Bye.